And we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Reaching Your Plant-Based Potential with myself, Coach Kayla. I am a registered dietitian and online plant-based dietitian, nutrition, and run coach. And I'm excited that you are here with me today on this beautiful Wednesday, or at least dreaming that it's beautiful. It's been very rainy here. I'm located in Florida. It's been a very rainy day, but I'm sure tomorrow will be sunny and beautiful again. And happy September 1st to everybody as well. It is a new month. I always get really excited for new months because it can be a good time to just restart, reset things if you're just feeling overwhelmed, feeling like things aren't going well or anything. It's a good time to sit down and, okay, this is what I'm going to start doing today, right? Not tomorrow, today. So hopefully you guys are having a good start to your month. And today we're going to be talking about digestion in plant-based nutrition. So if you are joining me real quick before I get started into everything as well, if you're joining me live, let me know, comment below. I want to know if you're joining me. Let me know where you're coming from. I know a lot of we're streaming this live into a lot of different Veg Fest pages. So let us know where you're streaming from, where you're located, how you found us. And then, yeah, say hi if you're on. If you watch this on replay, just let us know. Replay if you watch this also on replay. Also, thank you to Wild Earth for sponsoring this month's live talks for Virtual Veg Fest. Is wildearth.com. Also, make sure to enter our contest on virtualvegfest.com to win awesome prize packs. And also, you can check out Virtual Veg Fest on YouTube as well. So make sure to subscribe and follow there as well. So again, let me know, say hi, let me know if you're joining me live and where you are from. So let's get started today. So as I said, we're going to talk about digestion and plant-based nutrition. So with digestion, the first question I want to ask, if you're live, is who has digestive issues? Or do you know anybody that has digestive issues? Digestion issues are very, very common. Now, I will say as I said, I am a dietitian. I do focus and specialize in plant-based nutrition, as well as working with the active population, mostly runners and endurance athletes. So I don't have a specialty in digestive health, but that is certainly something that I see a lot. I see it in my active population. I also see clients that are mental health clients, and I see digestive issues a lot as well. And I'm always constantly learning and reading. And I've also been reading a lot about digestion and how most of us and most people do struggle with some sort of digestive issue. And a lot of times we go to the doctor, we get all these tests done, and sometimes we don't find anything. We might not find any food allergy. We might not find that we're, nothing's, sensitive or anything to gluten, and it may leave us somewhat frustrated, right? Because we don't know what is wrong, but we know we don't feel well. And a lot of times, if that's the case, if there's no signs of Crohn's, colitis, anything like that, IBD, then most likely they'll give you a diagnosis of IBS. So now you're like, okay, what do I do now? So one thing that can be really helpful if you have any issues with digestion is to actually become plant-based. And that is because plant-based foods, and I don't just mean vegan, I mean, eating whole food, plant-based foods can really help you can really help and benefit your digestive system because one, it helps you to be more regular. Whole food, plant-based foods have more fiber. And this is the biggest thing that people in general are missing from our diets is the fiber. If you're eating a lot of processed foods, fast food, things like that, then you're missing a lot of fiber. Also, if you're not eating the skin of fruits and vegetables, that's where you find most of the fiber. So it's also very important to eat those whole foods because you want that fiber. That fiber is what gives your gut that good bacteria, helps improve, I should say, helps improve that good gut bacteria in your gut for a healthy gut. And many of you have probably heard before that your gut is like your second brain. So having a healthy gut is so important. And there has been a lot more research and talk about how important our gut is. And just from my experience and seeing this as so common, these IBS, IBD kind of issues with clients, it's definitely something that we need to improve. That we can do it through nutrition and diet. Um, I think so many people too, we're just looking for a really quick fix, but that can lead to more digestion issues when you're taking all these medications and pills and everything. So being able to do it through nutrition is a good thing, um, and may not be easy thing to do, but it certainly is a more long-term solution and can really be beneficial. So, if you're struggling with just constipation, diarrhea, those sort of things, and want to become more regular, try eating more whole foods, whole food, plant-based foods. Number two, if you have issues with digestion, if say you're somebody that has actually already tried to go plant-based and you're kind of trying this out, you're kind of new to this, but you're feeling like, oh, my gut does not feel good. Like I feel constipated and I feel bloated, maybe not even constipated, maybe just bloated and gassy. And you're just like, is this how it's supposed to feel? I thought I was supposed to go, eat more plant based foods. I thought I would, feel a lot better. If that is you, here are some tips I want to give you as well if you're having those issues. Number one, cook your veggies. This really helps. Um, to break down the enzymes in vegetables. So, yes, there's a lot of information, a lot of things out there that talks about, the benefits of eating raw fruits and veggies, which, yes, they can be. But when you first, if you go from eating a standard American diet and are transitioning, you may want to cook those vegetables to break some of those enzymes down. You're still going to get some nutrition value, obviously, and still better calorie content, right? They're getting your calories. It's still better than than eating, other things. So don't worry so much if you're like, oh, but I'm cooking down the nutrition content. It's okay. You can steam them. The best thing then is to just not boil them in water, soak them in water. We don't really want to cook our veggies in water, but pan frying them, baking them, steaming them, those are all appropriate ways, and those can help to digest a little bit easier, so you're not feeling so bloated and gassy. Also, another option would be to take digestive enzymes. Those can also be really helpful. And then also number three, which people forget about a lot, is water. Make sure if you are increasing your fiber content, if you are just transitioning to a plant-based diet and eating more plant foods or whole foods, please, please, please make sure to hydrate. Make sure you are drinking enough water. Don't want to drink too much water either, but around, could be around 8 to 10 cups in general. Kind of depends on how many calories you eat. You can either calculate your water based on the number of total calorie intake you have, or base it on your weight. So please just make sure to drink enough water. That can really, really help as well for your digestion. And three, I wanted to talk about as well digestion when it comes to those that are active, since I do work mainly with the endurance athlete population. I also see digestive issues come up a lot, and this is a very common struggle that happens with runners, because we have to eat, we have to fuel. Usually, we take gels, electrolytes, all these things that we're just pumping our body with. And I want to tell you guys actually a little bit story of what I actually found from my experience. So I have been using, I won't name what it is, but if you guys are interested, feel free to reach out to me. I've been I've been using this electrolyte. It also has some carbohydrates in it. I never really looked into the ingredients very closely, but I've been having digestive issues. I've been having a lot of indigestion, which is something I never really had before, but I've been noticing it's been kind of coming up even when I don't run, but I notice it the most when I drink this during my runs. So I've been trying to figure out, okay, is it because I'm drinking this while I'm running, or is it because whatever I'm drinking is just not working for me? And I looked at the ingredients and I've actually found that it has a ton of added sugars. And I've also found out that it may not be the best thing for my body as also a female. So then I realized that, well, maybe I shouldn't be drinking this powder. There's got to be something else out there. So I'm actually going to be looking to switching and finding something else. And I may just honestly start making my own electrolyte drink because so many of them just have, added sugars or something in them that is not the best for us. And especially somebody that's plant based, and especially with a lot of clients that I have, they you want to be healthy, right? So we don't want to load our body with all this added sugars. So, anyways, this is a very common problem. So, tips that I can give you is before you go for a run or before you go work out, um, obviously, as I said, we want to eat more whole foods and we specifically want to eat more soluble fiber. So, we want more of this fiber, helps us be more regular, helps our digestive system, it helps give our gut the good bacteria it needs, right? Helps all of these things. But we don't want to eat anything that's high fiber before we go on a run or go work out, and we may experience some digestive issues. We may not just feel really good. So make sure to avoid anything that's really high in fiber. But I will say an exception is oatmeal. So if you do like oatmeal, obviously that's been known to be heart healthy, high fiber, but it is an exception. It is easily digestible, which is great. So oats work really well. If you're like, "Oh, I don't want to eat any white bread or anything that's processed, anything like that." So oatmeal works really well. Fruit also works well. Obviously, does have some fiber in it, but it can be easily digestible as well. So that works as well. Dates are really common; those work really well before, even during running. And then my other tip I wanted to get is to eat real food. And this is something I've honestly been personally struggling with. I know a lot of my clients always ask me for tips and what to eat, during their longer runs. Can I have, real food? So I have to do these gels. I've been really glued and sticking to while marathon training, sticking to these gels, but I'm starting to change my mind since I've been having these digestive issues. Been training for a marathon for 2 years now. I've been having issues that I've been kind of changing my mind, but also doing some more research and trying to figure this out. And what I have kind of discovered is the key is to eat real food if you can. So, taking those applesauce packages with you, taking dates with you, things like that. If you're an endurance athlete and need something to fuel your body with glucose while you're training, if you're training over an hour, usually. So those are the tips I have for you guys. So number one, plant-based nutrition can help you to be more regular, helps improve your good gut bacteria. Number two, we talked about to help your digestive system a little bit. If you're recently transitioning to plant-based nutrition, cook those veggies, take out digestive enzymes, drink more water. And number three, if you're somebody that's really active or endurance athlete, if you work out for over an hour, make sure to don't eat anything high in fiber except for oatmeal before you run or work out, and also eat real food. So those are the tips I have for you guys today. Does anybody have any questions at all before I go? So any questions, if you guys are on thank you guys again for having me. Thank you, Virtual Veg Fest and Wild Earth, for sponsoring this month's live talks. And yeah, I just really enjoy these videos. I hope you guys can get something out of them. Let me know below your takeaway. What is one thing that maybe was new to you that you didn't know before? Comment below. We'd love to hear from you. You guys are also welcome to message me directly on Facebook as well. I can also be found on Facebook. I have my own Facebook group. I also have a YouTube channel, as well as a podcast. So you guys can find me everywhere. So, and Instagram, I'm on there as well. So if you have a favorite platform, you can probably find me there. And other than that, thank you guys again for having me. And if you have any questions at all, even after this live broadcast, if you guys have questions, again, feel free to reach out to me as well. So other than that, that's all I have for today. But I will be back next month. So I will be back the first Wednesday of October. It'll be October next time you guys see me again. But if you do have any questions before then, don't hesitate again to reach out. I'm here to help and provide you any information or guidance that you need related to plant-based nutrition. Specifically, my niche or my specialty is plant-based performance nutrition for endurance athletes. So thank you again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.